All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome in. Got a little shipping live for you guys today. We decided not to do the red, white, and blue live thrift. Woke up kind of late and kind of needed a break from doing morning lives, so we took a little break from that. We'll be back next week. I moved the show over to next week, so if you have it bookmarked, it's already still bookmarked for you. But we're still going to go live. We're still going to ship out some orders. We're going to ship out, I think we have 12 total orders today. Lots of bread and butter sold yesterday, so I figured I'd hop on live. It should be a really quick, easy shipping live, showing you guys what sold. But again, lots of bread and butter selling yesterday. Lots of Ralph Lauren's, Untuckits. I had some Hawaiian shirts sell over on Poshmark, so super bread and butter day. As you guys know, we're clearing out some stuff over on Whatnot, so you'll see our inventory start shrinking. But even though our inventory is shrinking, we're clearing out some older listings and we're still selling some newer listings, and we're still listing consistently. So yesterday I didn't list anything, but today I'm going to list probably about 20 to 30 items. So what's up, Lily? What's up, Juliet? What's up, Sandy? Welcome in. Going to be shipping out some orders. We'll start with Poshmark orders. Poshmark orders had 2 going out yesterday. I had no Mercari, no Depop again. Poshmark has been consistent. eBay has been consistent, but man, Depop and Mercari have been on downtrend. It's weird. I just cross-listed like 120 items on Monday over to Depop, not to Mercari because I'm not cross-listing to Mercari anymore. But even Depop with 120 new listings, I've had like 0 offers in 2 days. So I don't know. Depop is dead for me. Watching the old video. Let's go. Let's go ahead and start shipping some Poshmark orders. We got Kayla pickup right here. This is a women's Beyond Yoga sports bra, I believe it is. Yeah, Beyond Yoga sports bra. We paid only $5.33 for this. Beyond Yoga pieces like this always sell really fast for us. It was literally just put in inventory and then it sold for $22. Listening to my driving. Let's go. Don't get an accident. I don't want to be blamed for it. All right, that one's gonna go right into a tie-back envelope. I know some people are probably looking at that again. I always get questions like, why do you use so many priority mail envelopes, especially when I take a photo of like when we have a big Whatnot day. Everybody's like, why are you using priority? Isn't it more expensive? It's because Poshmark and Whatnot have a deal with the post office that allows us sellers to use priority mail packaging. So that's why you see me using this. If it was an eBay sale, it would be going into a regular envelope because this weighs probably 4 ounces. And obviously on eBay, it wouldn't make sense to put this in one of these. So, by the way, if you bought something on our Whatnot show last night, shipped it all before I went to bed last night. These racks are going to be full again with all kinds of goodies. If you guys see that stuff over there, that's all going to be like random pull stuff for tonight's show. So make sure you bookmark it. It's going to be a lot of fun. What's up, Blended? All right, this one's a really low-end sale. I'm just trying to clear out like older pieces of inventory. This one is that it's a good Kahala shirt. It's got like an all-over print. It's a good, good like Hawaiian-looking shirt. But unfortunately, these Kahala shirts, like, they don't sell for what they used to. You used to be able to get like $35 for a shirt like this. Not anymore. So I paid $6.42 for this, and I sold it for 15 bucks over on Poshmark. So didn't make much profit on that. Just trying to clear it out. I haven't had any offers on it in like probably 4 months. So I was like, you know what? Take the $15 offer. I think I had it listed for 25. So like, take the $15 offer and get this out of my inventory. If you guys are watching this, make sure you're liking the live too. And if you have any questions, of course, feel free to ask those questions in the chat. And if you had anything cool sell, let me know. If you're watching on replay, make sure you say replay down in the chat too, so I know that you watched it on replay. Those are the only 2 Poshmark sales that we had yesterday. We do have a ton of eBay orders. We have 10 going out the door, and I did ship some yesterday too, so we had even more than that. But yesterday was it was popping off yesterday. So we'll start with this one. This sold this morning. I'm telling you guys, I'm selling a crap ton of these Untuckit shirts. I know a lot of people pass on them because there's not enough profit in them. I get that. But they're super easy to list, super easy to ship, and they're selling quickly. So we literally just put this one in inventory. We paid $6.42, and this one sold for $20.70. It's a nifty sale. Nifty sent out a 10% on offer. Amy said, replay. How do you put SKUs in eBay, your personal SKU? I can show you that in just a second. Hold on. Let me ship this one out, Francis, and I'll show you how I put in a custom SKU in on eBay. This one should be like 10 ounces, probably on the dot. Nope, it's 8 ounces. 8 ounces, buyer paid Buyer paid $4.57, and I'm paying $4.57. Buyer paid $7.10 for shipping. All right, custom SKU, print, boom. Let me go over to my listings really quick, and I'll show you how to go in and change that. It's actually pretty easy to do. So, let me bring you over to my listings really quick. Nope, not that way. That way is the way. Boom, 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 boom. All right, listing. So let's go into this Tommy Bahama listing right here. Your custom SKU will be at the very top. So you see my photos, you see the title, and then you see the custom SKU. If for whatever reason on your listings you don't see that, go to title options right here. You have to do this on the computer, and then turn on your custom SKU. And then all my custom SKU says is my inventory number and then what I paid. Those are the two things that I have in there. You could also put things like the date you paid, or the date you bought your item, the day you listed your item. You could put in the store you bought your item from, so you can keep track of that if you want to. But the only two pieces of information we put in is the custom or the SKU number for our inventory, and then of course the price we paid. So that way when we sell something, we just we put that into our cost of goods. What's up, Julie? All right, so that one, go back to shipping. Doom, doom. Orders awaiting shipment. All right, next up, lots of Ralph Lauren selling yesterday. Like, I'm talking a ton of Ralph Lauren sold. So this one is a basic little Ralph Lauren. It is a blue and yellow plaid. Picked this up in a bulk buy. Probably paid right around $6 for this, and it's sold for $22.99 plus shipping. Bread and butter, Ralph Lauren, in and out the door. That's just gonna go right into one of these gyro pack poly bags and ship out. I know a lot of people always say like, Ralph Lauren doesn't have enough profit. I'm not gonna pick it up because I'm not gonna sell it for a ton. I'm telling you guys, it's just easy items that you find in practically every thrift store that you go to. I know some thrift stores price up Ralph Lauren, but there's other ones that don't. You can go into them, you can buy these for $5 to $7, and you can sell them for $20 to $25. Basically, is like right around what you're gonna get for them, and it's just like super easy to list. Surfs is the one that coined the Ralph Lauren flipping, basically finding them for $5 and flipping them for $20, making a over $10 profit. Super fast listing. Surfs even lists these faster than I do. He just does a sell similar and just adds photos to his. But super easy to do. There's another one right here. Ralph Lauren, paid $6.96. This one has a better pattern to it. It's like an all over geometric print, and it's a newer label. This one I paid $6.96 for, and this one sold for $27. So it's a best nifty offer right there. Nifty sent out a 10% on offer, and this person accepted. So boom, another Ralph Lauren. Mine are selling as well. See that they're moving right now. It's perfect time of the year for Ralph Lauren listings because it's Easter, and Ralph Lauren has a lot of like good shirts that are Easter colors, so they move really well this time of year. But they move all year long, all year. We've been moving some of these on Whatnot too. If you guys are watching our nightly Whatnot shows, I mean, we're selling these on Whatnot too. We just get so many of them. I could probably every week, if I really wanted to, if I hit every thrift in my area, I could probably thrift like 200 to 300 Ralph Lauren shirts consistently every week, along with where I get them on my bulk buy too. It's like I can just continuously get these. They're everywhere. Here's another one right here, Ralph Lauren. This one is a little bit better. This is a silk cotton blend. It's called the Bernard silk cotton blend. It's just a plain red shirt. It's a long sleeve, but because it's silk and cotton, it's worth a little bit more. Paid $8 for this one, and it's sold for $34.99. Hello, Elena. You have the same name as my daughter, Elena. All right, that one's gonna just slide right in. Boom, boom. Throw it in the packaging. Ship out for 10 ounces. Do we have any more? I think we have a couple more Ralph Lauren pieces too. I'm paying $5.80 for that shipping. Buyer paid $7.35. What's eBay giving my label? It's going a little slow. Bins in Cincinnati have them every time I go. People just pass by. Yeah, especially the bins. I mean, you're paying. You could even undercut the market if you buy them for like $1. You could undercut the market and sell them super fast for like $17.99 and still make that $10 to $15 profit. Moving fast. Men's Lululemon pants were moving like hotcakes yesterday. Side note: I witnessed my first whatnot full-blown chat argument. Block them both. I have zero tolerance policy. Yeah, if people are going crazy in your comments, it's your show. You can do whatever you want on your show. That's insane that they were having an argument, though. Yeah. Why would people do that in your own show, in your own comments? It's weird. Men's Lululemon. I had somebody comment on my video the other day when I did that Lululemon video. They're like, Lululemon isn't selling for me. I'm like, men's Lululemon pants always sell really well. As long as you price them right, they'll move pretty quick. It's a Travis Matthew. It's a basic Travis Matthew polo. Nothing too crazy about this. We only listed this about a month ago. I'm not pricing these up at all. I get these in bulk buys really cheap. This one sold for $17.99. I'm working hard to dig into my pile. Your death pile, you're getting or your profit pile, you're getting it worked on. That's good. We got a decent sized one right now. It's not too crazy. Not too crazy. We went thrifting yesterday and we only picked up very few items yesterday. We're really focusing on getting the heavier hitter pieces because with everything we got coming in, we're not going to have room to thrift as much as we usually do. A lot of the bread and butter, a lot of the Ralph Lauren pieces, I'm passing on at thrift stores now. Not because they're not selling, because I just don't have room to take them in. Once we move though, and we see how much space we have, I'll probably start thrifting heavy again. But for right now, low thrifting. Keep it simple. Alright, that one's shipped. Another Ralph Lauren item right here. This is a pair of men's RLX shorts. It has the RLX like almost like a metal hit right here on the back. Paid $8.03 for these, and these sold for full price, $24.99 plus shipping. RLX is Ralph Lauren's Golf line. Those are just going to slide right in. These were listed for a little bit though. I think these were listed for about 2-3 months before they sold. But right now, obviously, being golf season, these things are selling. And that one's going to ship for 11 ounces. Boom, boom. Buyer paid $8.55. I'm only paying $5.09 for my label. If you guys are just hanging out, you have any questions, feel free to ask. If not, just hang out and see what's sold. That's cool too. And then make sure you head over to Whatnot tonight. You guys have been having a lot of fun on our clear out shows. We've been starting everything for $1. We've been doing 10-second sudden death. Last night we cleared out 100 items in less than an hour. So basically 100 items in 60 minutes is what we did, which is pretty crazy. So come to tonight's show if you want to watch some fun. And of course we do giveaways and things like that too. These are a pair of Marmot women's pants. Women's size 12. Picked these up for $6.96. These sold for full asking price too of $24.99. Again, bread and butter. They're not like heavy hitter sales today, but this is what pays the bills. The bread and butter pays the bills. So I'll take that little sale, move those out of inventory. That's what we're gonna do right after this live. I'm gonna set up the show for tonight. I'm probably gonna rack up another 90-ish items, kind of like what I did yesterday. Rack up 90 items and then keep like 10 to 15 off to the side, so that way if we want to keep going, we can. Lululemon, very slow for me too. Men's Lululemon will sell well. It's the women's Lululemon that moves really slow for us, depending on the style. But men's, like Lululemon pants, if you find the ABC pants and you get them at Goodwill for like $7, you can flip them for, if you wanted to sell them fast, you could put them up for like $30 and they'd sell pretty quick at that price. Here's a good one. This is a Ralph Lauren linen shirt. It's just a solid tan linen shirt. But we picked this up in a bulk buy. We only paid $8 for this and it sold for $27. When you say buyer paid and eBay charges you less, do you calculate shipping? Yes, I do calculate shipping. You have the option to pass on your eBay discounted rates to your buyer or charge the buyer retail rates. eBay opts to charge the buyer retail rates by default. So whenever you sell an item, you are charged the discounted rates, and for the label, to purchase the label, the buyers charge the full retail rate. So usually it's about $1 or $2 difference. And then you use that money to buy new supplies. You can just put in your pocket if you want. We did pass the discounted rate on to the buyers about a month ago, but we didn't see an increase in sales, but we saw a huge decrease in profit, especially for our bread and butter items like this. So we opted to switch it back, and we haven't seen a discount, like a lowering in sales. We've actually seen the same sales. So I would just keep it the same if you have an option to, because it just makes sense. 2 more items. 1 more Ralph Lauren item. What is that? 6 from yesterday, I think we sold. 6 total, 5 or 6, I can't remember. This is another, just a plain short sleeve Ralph Lauren shirt. Nothing too crazy about this one. Paid $5 for it. Sold for $19.99. This one isn't one of the, I wouldn't price this one over 20 bucks because it's just plain. Just has a regular pony logo on the front, but still sold. Even the plain blue ones sell. You just won't get full price for them. Somebody mentioned earlier that they get these at the bins. This would be a perfect bins pickup. You bought these for $1 at the bins basically, and then you sell them for 20 bucks. Easy money. What do you put in for the height? Doesn't really matter. With poly bags, your height doesn't matter at all. So I do 9 by 11 by 2, 11 by 9 by 2. But again, I've explained this on a previous live too. If it goes down the conveyor belt like this, and they were able to scan the label, well, it goes down. This is a different dimension than this is. So that's why they don't care really about poly bags. There's no proper way. Even if it's bunched up like this when it's going down the conveyor belt, this is a different length and height. This is a different height than this is. So with post office, they really, really don't care about height. They actually really don't care about any dimensions as long as they're not over the dimensional weight rate. So I think it's like 16 inches long or 15 inches long. That's when it gets too big. But other than that, you're good. It doesn't really matter. This is going to ship out for 9 ounces. So for this one, buyer paid $6.95, and I'm only paying $5.14. And then we got one more order. I told you guys we're going to be a quick live, easy live. Last one is a suit sale. And I think I got this one in a bulk buy too, if I remember correctly. I didn't put a price in there, so usually that means I got it from a bulk buy. I'm in an eBay group on Facebook. Someone posted about getting a return and it had obviously been worn. Someone responded with a link to a product to buy that you can attach to your clothes to prevent them. I wouldn't really worry about that. Yes, it's going to happen. You're going to get people that buy items and then wear them and then return them, and they're going to stink and they're going to smell. It happens very, 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 it doesn't happen very often. Like, I've probably only had that happen like once or twice in the entire time I've been selling on eBay. A lot of people like to make that a big deal, and they're like, hey, this person, look at this. This is a bad eBay buyer. This person wore my item and they returned it, and I'm going to be out the money. And then you just ask that person, how many times has that happened in your eBay career? And most people will say like, oh, it's only happened once or it's only happened twice. It doesn't happen very often. So what I would say is when you get that item in, if it's been worn and you can clearly tell it's been worn, if there's new stains on it or it smells weird, what you can do is you can opt to give the buyer 50% of their return value back. So if they bought it for $15, you only have to return $7.50 to them, and then use the reasoning that the item had obviously been worn, and then take photos of the item. If you see stains on it that weren't there, take those photos, put it in for eBay. The buyer can dispute it, but eBay will let you keep your funds. So that's what I would say about that. One thing I do too is items like this Brooks Brothers suit that sold for 35 bucks. It's a Laurel Piana Brooks Brothers suit. What I do for suits, because suits are rented very often, basically people buy them and then wear them for an occasion, and then they ship them back. They say, hey, this doesn't fit because they only need it for one weekend for a wedding or something. What I do is buyer pays shipping and buyer pays return shipping on these. So even if they decided to wear this for an occasion and send it back to me, I'm out $0 on this. So that's specifically, I do that for suits and I do that for heavier items, but really specifically for suits, because again, people love to rent these for a day. So this one's gonna ship out. I think I paid like $10 for this in a bulk buy. Sold for 35 bucks. I had it listed for 50, but again, I'm just trying to clear out like older listed inventory. So I decided to take an offer on that one. Could I have waited a little bit more because it does have the Laurel Piana fabric in it? Yes, I probably could have, but to be honest, I just wanted it gone. I got a whole closet full of suits, and if I can move them before we move, that would be great. What's up, Gladys? That would be great because I don't have to move them to the new house. I really don't want to have to move suits. I might even do a whatnot show just clearing out suits for $1 because I don't want to have to bring them to the new house. Brooks Brothers, so this one, buyer paid $13.10 for shipping. I'm only paying $8.62. And that's all we got. Told you guys it was gonna be easy shipping live today. 12 orders out the door. Add these to all the orders that went out yesterday with Whatnot, which was already shipped. And then we're gonna set up for tonight's show. And then I have a short form video that I already filmed yesterday. I just gotta put a voiceover on it, so you guys will see that coming out shortly. And yeah, then I'm just gonna chill out the rest of the day. Today's gonna be a nice, relaxing day. So I appreciate you guys hanging out, and you're moving. Congratulations. Yes, we're moving probably within the next month or two. We just gotta wait. I'm still waiting for my taxes to be sent back to me. So I'm gonna reach out to Carolyn today and see where she's at tax-wise, because I'd like to get those paid and be done with that, and then move on to moving the next challenge. So yeah, appreciate you guys hanging out. We'll be live tonight on Whatnot at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That whole rack back there will be full of goodies. We're gonna do dollar starts, 10-second sudden death. We're gonna move through that stuff super duper fast. So come out, get some steals and deals. There was people getting stuff for $1 yesterday, and I didn't care. Just selling it all, getting some stuff gone, so we make room for some new stuff coming in. So come out tonight, 8 p.m. We'll start with a little $10 Amazon gift card giveaway. So if you come in tonight, right off the bat, you can get a chance to win that. And Saturday's the North Face show again. Go bookmark that show. Like, we're gonna have 3 racks of North Face. It's gonna be a crazy amount of North Face in here. And Sunday's an all new with tag show. So it's like boom, boom, boom. Tons of good stuff coming your way. I might not link tonight's show to Facebook. I might try to just do it on Whatnot. I hate flooding my Facebook feed with all Whatnot shows, and I think some people don't like it too. So I might just do it on Whatnot tonight. See how it goes. If it goes good, then I'm probably not going to multicast just regular shows to Whatnot. It'll probably just be our bigger shows that we multicast for people to watch. So yeah, we'll see how tonight goes.